Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Murt Minute, and I'm here for the Murt Minute, Part 6, 6.5, 7.5, however you want to call it. It's the Murt Minute 6. 2 down, 2 up. That's not the story that I want to talk to you about. One of the stories I want to talk about is how the NFL is like really fading on my top list. Because I know you heard the news the other day about my man Randy Moss, how he got waived from the Minnesota Vikings after they just traded a third-round pick to get him. Now, I don't think he should have left New England at all, but they traded him, and the Vikings gave him a chance, but they chanced it like it was only slim. I see, like, you bring Brett Favre in for $17 million just so he can run around with a broken ankle and elbow fucking tendonitis and lose basically every game for you, but you want to keep him on the team. I don't know. And you'll rather get rid of my man Moss. Shouldn't have picked him the fuck up. Yep. This is the Murt Minute 6, and I'm showing y'all one of the greatest teams in the NFL because they picked up my man Randy Moss. My other team just came off of the screen, the Green Bay Packers. That's because they got my man Charles Woodson on there. They're going to show you Michigan on my drawing, show you the Michigan schedule and all that shit. And they're going to show you Kobe Bryant and the Lakers. Because the Lakers will three-peat this year. I'm going to let y'all know a little bit about that later on inside the Murt Minute. But right now I'm talking about Moss and how they beated the Patriots. The Patriots traded this bad for a third-round pick to the Minnesota Vikings. I think the Minnesota Vikings made the biggest mistake of their life because they could have had somebody who takes away the whole portion of the field. As a matter of fact, Week 9 just was done. So I'm telling y'all this right after Week 9, and the Patriots got their ass buzzed by the Browns. They could have used Moss. Vikings had to come back from 2 scores down and 4 minutes left. They could have used Moss. And now the Tennessee Titans is going to use Moss like a motherfucker because Moss shuts down one side of the field. So while he shuts down the right side of the field and you got to double team him, that's going to open up everybody else like Nate Washington, Bo Scaife. And when Kenny Britt come back, that's going to open it up for Kenny Britt. Not to mention the deep threat. Every time Moss runs deep, that's going to leave one side of the field open for Chris Johnson or Vince Young to gain 15 yards every time, guaranteed. But Chris Johnson is going to get more yards per carry because Moss is there. Vince Young is going to get more completions off to Bo Scaife and to all the other wide receivers, including Randy Moss, because Jeff Fisher, he's a tough coach. Randy Moss is going to listen to Jeff Fisher because he's a father figure. That's what Randy Moss was looking for. Denny Green was the first father figure. He got aggressive with Moss when he needed to. He was the only motherfucker that could handle him until Belichick came. Because you see who Moss' second coach was. Who was he? His second coach was Art Shell. He not going to listen to Art Shell. Who the fuck is Art Shell? I wouldn't even listen to Art Shell. But he got with Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick was like a father figure to him. And he taught him what to do out there. He told him what to do to get where he went. He got that contract. Now Jeff Fisher is going to tell him, you do this to get that contract. He's going to get that contract. You see what I'm saying? But back to my Lakers before I go over the limit and I start talking about Moss too much and shit. Oh yeah, Packers was the reason why Wade Phillips was just fired earlier today. Because the Packers shellacked the motherfuckers. They just gave them a shellacking up and down the fucking field. What, 45-7? But back to my motherfucking Lakers. Like I said, they go to 3P because there's nobody in the league that can touch them but 3 teams. And you want me to name you them 3 teams? The 3 teams, yes, everybody knows is the Miami Heat. They can touch them. Could touch them. Whatever you're saying, it's not, that don't mean they going to take them out. No, it's not going to take out the champs. We're getting the 3P, guaranteed. But I'm just saying, they could knock them out. That's one team that could knock them out. Another team is the Boston Celtics because they play hard. But anyway, the third team that might come as a surprise to a couple of people is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Because Oklahoma City, they're a young team that thrive to win. They want to win. And they will push the Lakers to the test. Because the Lakers is an old team. But they not that old. They still got some young niggas on the team, and they just picked up some other niggas. But the reason I'm saying that the Miami Heat is not going to touch is because we can go up and down the starting lineup, and we can even go as deep as the fucking 10th player on the fucking team, 5th man on the bench. I'm going to start with the centers. You got Bynum when he come back healthy. Bynum will be going against Ilgauskas. Who gets the edge there? Come on, be honest. Bynum. Paul Gasol, Chris Bosh. They about tied. LeBron gets the edge over what's the name. So now it's 1-1-1. Dwayne Wade and motherfucking what's the name is tied. Kobe is tied. Because Dwayne Wade is not going to stop Kobe. But Kobe can stop Dwayne Wade where he wants to. This man was on the defensive team how many fucking times? Dwayne Wade been on the defensive team how many times? Alright, thank you. But, like I'm saying, basically, go down to Fisher. Who they starting point? Carlos Arroyo? Where was he the past 2 years? Can you tell me what team he was on? I can't tell you. He was playing in Puerto Rico somewhere. He's supposed to be a rock star in Puerto Rico. But anyway, like I'm fucking saying, you go down. Who's going to fuck with Lamar Odom when he come in? Nobody. Who they 6 man off the bench? James Jones, he shoot threes. Eddie House, shoot threes. Mike Miller, shoot threes. They back up big men. Udonis Haslem, 6'8". He's 6'8". Udonis Haslem is 6'8". And he's supposed to be a big man. Joel Anthony. Do you know who he is? Do you? Come on, man. Stop fucking playing with me. Like, all them role players on the team is not going to complete the shit for you. Do you understand me? When the Boston Celtics did it, they did it when Bynum wasn't in there. Plus, anyway, they had real fucking role players. Real role players like James Posey and motherfucking P.J. Brown, who you knew who fucking, like, they did shit. Sam Cassell, they did shit. Sam Cassell got 2 championships. They did shit in their fucking career. You see what I'm saying? You can't just throw a bunch of no-name niggas together and expect them to play with some stars. Kobe went out. He wanted Raja Bell, but he was bitching. So we grabbed Matt Barnes, and Matt Barnes is another fiery player, and I like him. Matt Barnes, watch out for Matt Barnes. Shannon Brown, watch out for Shannon Brown too. And then watch out for Steve Blake. Mario Chalmers and Steve Blake, that's a nice matchup I want to see. The backup point guard. That's a nice matchup. Like, it's so much. Theo Ratliff, I really don't want Theo Ratliff to be in the game right now. Right now, you need to be starting or not even starting, like playing character more. He needs more touches right now. Because if he gets more touches right now, he will probably be ready for. He'll probably be ready for the playoff time. You could throw him in like how Big Baby was thrown in '08 and Leon Poe in them. You see what I'm saying? But that's all I wanted to say to y'all, is just let y'all know about my teams and how I'm doing and shit, you know what I mean?